Okay, I'm going to present you an architecture with ORDS. And on ORDS, we will activate MongoDB API. As you know, Oracle Database is super powerful regarding JSON. And the new DB, the 23i, has a super feature called duality view, JSON duality view. But this is not the topic of this video today. I just want to show you how to deploy ORDS with MongoDB API activated in Kubernetes. Okay, so on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, I have my DBCS, an Oracle database, okay, cloud service. This is a 19C, okay, and so the DB is here on the region Paris in France. Then I have a Kubernetes cluster here in Paris with 3 nodes, okay? Each node is just a simple VM waiting to run pod, okay? On each VM, I have something like 4 OCPU. It means 8 vCPU regarding the point of view of Kubernetes, okay? For the first time, in order to have a container with MongoDB API for ORDS that is ready, you have to do your own container. So you can use the image here on containerregistry.oracle.com. Okay, here you can read the documentation. Okay, and mainly you will understand that this image has been done for Docker, but you have nothing regarding Kubernetes. Okay, but so you have some kind of nice information on how to use this image and how to have an ORDS with MongoDB API with Docker. So you can start from here. In fact, you have 2 options. You start from 0. And why? Because it is simple. From 0, you know, I can create my own container with a JDK install. I can put in it the ORDS download that I have done. And then I can just do ORDS install manually. ORDS install manually is very simple to use. So I can do that. At the end, I will have an ORDS with everything ready. Okay. And it's very simple, and manual installation, when you follow the step one by one, you choose an option and so on, is super easy to use. And that's what I have done. But I started from this image. Okay, so I started from this image and I have done a manual installation. So I have set, for example, the initial pool size, JDBC, and the maximum pool size, JDBC, and I have activated the option MongoDB API. So this first option, you can do your own image yourself. After that, you can publish this image to Oracle registry on OCI. The second option is you can start from 0. Okay, so you can start from this image, do a manual install. You can start from 0, do a manual install, or you can start from this image and you can use it directly in Kubernetes. But it's more difficult for me, I think, to do that. That's why I prefer to create my own image manually and to do the installation as I want. Why? For example, here, we just want to have MongoDB API. We want nothing else. ORDS and MongoDB API. Okay? And I don't want any volume, because each time you add a volume to a container, it's more complex to manage it. Personally, I created an image that is autonomous with the configuration, in it, and no need volume, okay? So it's very simple to deploy, and it's very simple to backup and restore because the image is autonomous. You need nothing to do. You just need to deploy it. And it's exactly the same if you want to do a DR. If you add volume, the volume could be on OCI block storage, on file system storage on OCI. Then you will have to manage backup, recovery, and it's not so simple. That's why my choice at start was just to do my own image, autonomous, put the config file of ORDS directly in the ORDS image. Then I publish this image in OCI registry. It's here, ORDS, custom, private image. Okay. After that, I just created a deploy file. So I use my image. Okay. I gave resources with CPU and memory to this container. Okay. I use a service load balancer on OCI in order to reach ORDS through the load balancer. And I open the port of ORDS and the port on MongoDB API. As you see, after deploying this image, it's super easy to scale because for the moment I have only one ORDS, but I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, and so on image, and I can use an autoscaler. It means I can use an autoscaler in order to allow autoscaling on ORDS regarding the CPU usage of ORDS. So it's very, very easy to do that. I have deployed the image, okay? And now I can show you here. The pod is running, MongoDB ORDS. Looking at the log, we can see everything is okay, okay? And we can see, oh nice, MongoDB API is ready, okay? Personally, I did an installation with a self-signed certificate. So I use SSL and a self-signed certificate. After deployment, I can do a test, okay, to access directly to the DB with ORDS Mongo API. Remember, ORDS MongoDB API is just a proxy that can transform MongoDB protocol directory in SQL orders. And the impact of this proxy regarding the performance is very, very small, okay? Mainly the performance is in the request on the DB system. Now, just to check that, I did a test with Mongo SH on my laptop. So I am connected here to the DB through ORDS Mongo API deployed in Kubernetes. I have a collection called AMP, and I can see I have 3 here data record in this collection. If I am connected here on my ORDS, I use this local name. This is the name of the self-signed certificate that I have used. And so I put in my host file this name and the IP address of the public load balancer. I have this collection AMP, and as you can see, I can do a query with Mongo SH. Super easy. After that, I created here a data Mongo repository. Very simple, nothing to do. The Java class, ID, name, job, salary, repository. Okay, I put the connection in application.property. Then I run my Spring Boot app. And as you can see, if I'm doing a request, okay, I got the 3 employee. As you see, it's super fast. Okay, and it's finished. So you can see on internet, you have a lot of documentation on how to enable MongoDB API for ORDS. An example here, the public documentation Oracle. Here, another blog. Here, another articles, and so on. You have a lot of things. You have the official registry to get the ORDS image if you want to use it. But remember, you can create your own. It's super easy. If you master the ORDS install, you can do your own image and you can deploy it super easily directly on Kubernetes. Thank you for your attention.